Hi all, thanks for joining our webinar on how to streamline VR project and development and integration. My name is Alex and I'm Warvin project manager. Also, I have Andrew, our Unity lead developer, to assist me with answers to all technical questions. If you have any questions during presentation, feel free to ask them in chat and Andrew will reply them while I speak. First of all, I have a question for you. So please write down in chat what's your role in your company. So maybe you're a developer, project manager, or so on or so forth. So we would know who are we speaking with. Um, well, moreover, if you have any issues during this presentation, don't worry, we're going to send all our materials, presentations, video, and so on to your email that you've been registered with. And if it is needed, we will give you a personal presentation of our product. With that said, let's start our presentation. So here I have a plan what I'm going to show you today. First of all, I'm going to tell you who we are and what idea stands behind our product. Next, we are going to have a demonstration of Warren platform. Well, after demonstration, we're going to speak about benefits of our platform, and then we'll discuss different editions, prices. After all, we're going to speak about our partnership program. And last but not least, I'm going to answer all your questions, and I hope we're going to have some kind of a chat. So, a few years ago, we started our company with one simple thought. VR projects are really too expensive and complicated for a common user. As everybody in our team have been working in IT for years, we all remember this era of website creation when it was so complicated and expensive. And even if you need some kind of a simple website, you have to hire high-skilled professional who would create it, and you were forced to use the same development team over and over again due to the code legacy and so on. But then it all changed with the CMS, with products like WordPress, Wix, and so on and so on. I'm pretty much sure you know all about them. Well, they changed everything. So now anyone can create a website of their own. People do not need any professional or coding skills to create their own website, online shop, or something else. It can be done, I don't know, in a minute or a few. So keeping this thought in mind, we were inspired to create our own platform that will work the same as WordPress, that will allow users without any coding skills to create their own VR project. So we created our platform. I'm going to tell you about some key benefits before I'll start demonstration of a product. So those are our, let's say so, killer features. It's try and test approach. Basically, we can even on a prototype phase, we can show our clients what their project may look like using a vast variety of objects and locations we already have in our free market. We can create not exact project our client wish, but something really similar. And moreover, we can, during development, we can change a lot of things. Just, I don't know, change something, put VR glasses on, see how it looked like, and make some changes on a go. And speaking about some project changes at the last step of a project, please tell me how many of them you have. Reusable objects. As I mentioned before, we have our own marketplace with a free Warwin-ready objects and locations any user is free to use in their project. And we are asking our partners our partners to upload their objects and locations with logic to our market, so anyone can use it, and it will be easier for people to create their own VR worlds. And content management without coding skills. We were able to achieve content management without coding skills thanks to Google Blockly. I'm going to show it a little bit later, but to say a few, it's visual coding with some kind of logic blocks that allow us to create interactions between objects without any kind of coding. So with that said, let's start our product demonstration. It will be divided into 3 parts. First of all, I'm going to show you our desktop application. So here it is. As you may see, here we have all of our projects that are available on this computer. Here they are. Moreover, we have a library full of different type of objects and locations. All of them I can use whenever I want. When I create a new project, I can use all of those locations and all of those objects with their logic. And more to say, as you can see, I have a lot of them, and not to scroll, we add some tags. For example, you can see here all objects that are connected to basketball somehow. I tag them as basketball. And as you may notice, we have this field that allow us to drag and drop all those Warwin objects we want, even if they're zip. So to make it really easy without, yet again, trying to find them on their computer and so on. Projects. Let's have a look at our project. For example, let's take this one. As you may see, we have 2 locations right here. So let's take a look at one of them. Yeah. What you see now are all the objects that are used in this specific location. So with their description, I can edit it and work with them or add some new one. Here we have this office location, and let's take a closer look at our Google Blockly. So visual logic editing. Yeah, here it is. So as you can see, all interactions between objects are done through those logic blocks, and it looks pretty simple from here. For example, here we have all those logic blocks split into different groups. So for example, if something happens, do something, or with else, and so on. All those are pre-installed, and you can use them from the beginning, except of this one, objects. Almost every object we have can have different type of blocks. You can create your own blocks. So so in the interaction with this specific object, will do exactly the thing you want it to do. Moving on to our second part, I wanted to show you as a desktop editor. This is something we've been working on thanks to our partners. Basically, the idea behind the desktop editor was pretty simple. Some of our partners are small VR studios, and for example, they have a team of 5 different developers, and they have only one set of VR equipment. So to work together on the same project, we decided to create our own desktop editor. So anyone can create anything without using VR equipment. So right here, I have a whole library of different objects. I can put them on location, work with the scale, rotate it, and so on. Save it or go to VR right from here. So one of the main questions we face is where do we get those Varvin objects? So the simple answer is everywhere we want. Let me show it how it works. So here we have Sketchfab. I'm pretty much sure you're all familiar, and I'll ask you to write down where you're getting your objects from. So here we have a flat screen television. We like this 3D model, so we download it. And now I'm showing you how it works with the Sketchfab, but actually you can use any kind of store you want with the 3D models. It can be Unity Asset Store or I don't know, TurboSquid, just write down whatever you use. Here's the third part of our platform. This is a Varvin SDK. Basically, this is a plugin for Unity that we use to create Varvin objects. We decided to use Unity due to some factors I'm going to tell you about a little bit later. So what you see here is a simple kind of work with a project when we set it, longest site length, mass, and so on. I decided to show you TV set because in our project, in general, it's kind of a complicated object due to the fact that we're going to put there some kind of a text field. So we will write any kind of a text and it will be on a display. So yeah, we're setting the mass, build right after import. Okay, let's put it now, and let's get to the object creation. So, okay, object have been created. We're gonna work a little bit with its scale and size. Yeah, yes, okay, that's great. For our project, we're gonna have some coding, just a little bit. So yeah, we adjust the scale right, and we're gonna put some text in it. Yeah, okay. So moving on. So yeah, some simple coding, and that's it. So right now we build this object, and we're going to drag and drop it to our Varvin RMS, or Reality Management System, as we call it, our desktop application, and we're going to use it in our project. So here we have it. Yeah, we're naming project. We add in a scene, and we are going to VR right now. So we'll put screen 1, screen 2, and a simple button. As you can see, we'll have those numbers we're going to use lately. So we're going to blockly if do. We're putting some simple blocks like if button is pressed, then we are going to have some kind of a simple text in it. For example, the button is pressed. And else, with simple duplicating this logic block, the button is not pressed. And we're adding the same logic for a second screen. Save it and go to VR mode. Okay, so the button is not pressed. Let's try it out. The button is pressed. So with this simple example, I was going to show you how it works and why is it so simple and why we're telling everyone that anyone can use it even without coding skills. Yes, adjusting the 3D model into Varvin may need some kind of a coding skills, but with using already created objects from our marketplace, you can create your own VR project without any developers. So, do you have right now any questions, or we may continue? Okay, let's continue with our presentation. So, as you may notice during platform demonstration, we already have a beta version of our platform, which, by the way, was successfully presented at AWE this year. But it doesn't mean that it hasn't been used in live projects. As you can see on the screen right here, we have a short list of our partners who have been using our platform during development, and they really have some fascinating results I'm going to show you later. And speaking about those projects, we have tested it on really different type of projects. Some of our partners created some kind of a showroom for a museum. I know that there were some educational VR projects for schools, and moreover, we have this kind of a training session for a huge oil company. So, speaking about results, for last year and a half, we've been working with our partners, and we've been monitoring their activity and how they use Varvin, and comparing it with their common development. So we're closely looking at 10 different pilot projects. And as you can see, results were really amazing. We were able to increase development speed up to 40%, reduced expenses almost in half, and we have this great economy on support and customization, and I'm going to tell you about it a little bit in more details. So, as I told you before, we simply think that Varvin is something like a WordPress for VR. So right now, our platform allows users to create VR projects, manage them, use some kind of role management. We have a visual logic editor, Google Blockly I showed you later. We're integrated with Unity. We have a VR content marketplace, and we're working really hard to make it even better and bigger. We have a desktop and mobile VR. Well, exactly right now, we're working on mobile VR, specifically on Oculus Quest, and soon we're going to have it. And the multiplayer, we're now working on it too. So this year, we're going to have both mobile VR and multiplayer within our platform. Well, VR development with Warvin. So basically, you are going this type. As I told you before, with our platform, creating a prototype is really, really easy because we have this awesome marketplace, or simple to use Varvin SDK that you can adjust all those objects you can find, I know, in Unity Asset Store or somewhere else. And thanks to try and test system, you can place them in some location, add some simple logic, and show your client or your customer already existed prototype that will give him idea how the future VR project may look like. Yet again, try and test greatly work during development, and reusable objects. Thing I told you while I was demonstrating desktop application is great. Once you create a Varvin object, you can easily use it whenever you want in all projects you create. Yeah, you can do something like this in Unity, but you do not have to adjust this object every time you use it. It's just as simple as clicking and adding it in our desktop application. Support and customization. Yet again, reusable objects are great with it because if you need to if you need to add something to already existing project, you do not have to start like a small project. In between, you can just give a project manager access to our marketplace or to the whole object base, and he or she can add them to already existing project without any highly skilled developers involved in this process. This goes for managed without professional development skills, marketplace I already told you about, and Unity developers. This is something I would like to stop. Well, when we were creating our platform, we choose Unity as a base for our platform due to a simple fact that we want our platform to be as accessible as it can be. So right now, almost 60% of all games in the world are created thanks to the Unity. So you will have absolutely no problem finding Unity developers who can help you with your project. And there's a really vast amount of them all over the world. So speaking about our results that we get from working with our partners. So basically, all the numbers you see right now on the screen, we're taking from our partners and from this 1.5-year research that we nearly finished. So we took like a usual development process and developer process with Warvin, and as you can see here, we were able almost to cut all the development time and cost almost in half. And we have this great results in content update and maintenance, thanks to the try and test system and thanks to the simplicity of the platform itself. So as you can see, like in classic development, VR development, any update from the client is kind of costly, and you have to spend a lot of time of your highly professional developers and so on. And with our platform, each update is quite simple, so well, basically anyone can do it. About those numbers we have here, it will be really great if you can write down in chat about your I don't know, like common VR project, how much time it took you to create a VR project, and if you can tell us the cost, it will be really great, so we can add it to our research and just for comparison. So let's speak about benefits once again. We have a lot of situations when we were showing our clients like a finished product, and they were like, oh, it looked great, but can you add something else? Like you have, I don't know, 3 apples at this table, but I would like to add some more apples. And we were like, okay, let's do it right now, right in front of you. I'm going to add something new, and then we were adding some, I don't know, apples or any other objects, and thanks to Google Blockly, we're able to create those interactions between objects if it's needed right on go, right in front of our clients. So as I told you before, the developer creates a VR solution, try and test approach, greatly used. Use radio objects and locations from store, and you reuse everything you see. And as I showed you in my demonstration, plug and play method, so you can add some logics, add some objects, just push apply without shutting down VR, without any reboots, or so on. It's all plug and it's all on the go. And optimal team. I would like to stop at this specifically because we find out a really interesting thing while working with our partners. They really stop hiring some more and more developers to um, create more and more projects. Let me explain. For example, before using our platform, they have like one project in, I don't know, in a month, for example. But when they start using our platform, they were managed to do 2 or 3 projects at the same time with the same team, earning more and more money. So that's speaking about team. And if you lose some of your team members, that won't affect project at all because it's really easy to create those like logic blocks, and anyone can do it. So if someone leaves your team, you can easily like start, not without starting from the beginning, just start right where they stop. And objects, well, that's simple. If they were creating objects, that's fast, and there's no need to change anything. Well, speaking about marketplace, uh, as I told you before, right now all objects and locations are free, but we're going to, well, later this year, we are going to add payment system to it. So you'll be able to sell your objects, your locations, like your complete VR projects in our marketplace, or you may order some VR content if it's needed, and basically you can find new clients for you. Well, right now I'd like to ask you about this whole idea with our marketplace, with selling your VR objects, your VR content, and ordering some. Well, is it interesting for you, or do you have any thoughts or ideas about it? Well, while you're thinking, let me continue with something really interesting. Uh, Numbers. Let's speak about our license policy and about our special offers for our partners. So, as you can see, we have right now we have 3 platform editions: Starter, Professional, and Business. And yes, Starter is absolutely free. So right now you can go to varvin.com, you can download it, and you can use it right now. You will be able to create your own VR projects. You can create objects, locations, so it's fully operational. Uh, Professional edition. Well, as you can see, it's just $1,500 per year. And this is something we called edition for developers. This is why the main feature of this edition is that you can create, uh, well, you create your own VR project and you can build a desktop application based on them, and you can sell it. So any user can buy it from you and it will work on their computer. And moreover, right now we're giving 8 hours of our developer work on your project. So don't be confused. It's not the same as platform support. Platform support is absolutely free. You're free to ask any questions. This is highly skilled professionals that will help you with your project. And let's move on to our business edition. As you can see, the cost is $2,000 per year dollars, and this is something for corporate customers. So it contains all the features of starter and professional editions, but moreover, you can manage access right, and you're able to bring the other users within your company to work on the same project simultaneously. And we're giving not 8 but 40 hours of our specialists working on any of your project. So let's move on to our partnership program. Yeah, as you can see here, we're giving right now we're giving 3 months free of our business edition. And something really interesting, we're giving our partners 30% discount for reselling Warvin. Let me explain. Uh, some of our partners right now are using small VR studios to help them with some huge VR projects. So you can sell them Warren, and we are going to give you 30% discount for reselling. And moreover, um, some, let's say so, things you may use for your development. For example, you have a team of 5 developers of working on VR projects in your company. So you can buy only one professional edition Warvin product, and all so like 4 of them will work with the starter edition, and you can use only one professional edition to create a final desktop application of your VR project and for selling to your customers and so on and so forth. So, and by the way, those are the basic partnership programs that we're giving to our clients. We can easily work with you and find some kind of a win-win strategy for you and for us that will help you to become our most reliant partner. And speaking about some materials for our partners and for our customers. So at our website, warvin.com, we have a huge knowledge base that will help you to adjust your, to adjust your computer, to find what equipment you may use with Warvin, and all other things in our knowledge base. Moreover, we have video guides that are really simple and will help you to create your own first Warvin VR project. And we'll be really glad if you subscribe to us in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Join us at YouTube. We have a lot of really we have a lot of videos that may help you to create VR projects. And please join us in our Discord channel so we can have chat. You can ask any kind of question. We really will be pleased to see you there. So with that said, I'm ready to answer any of your questions. So feel free to ask them right now or just write us to welcome warman.com. So guys, do you have any questions? Um, just a second. Are your video guides only in English or you have Russian versions too? Well, yes, we have both English and Russian versions. Speaking about, so Joshua, we will send you the full version of the demonstration. We have it recorded, and we're going to send you the presentation. And if it is needed, we can give you a personal demonstration. So it's okay if you miss something. Well, if we do not have any more questions, I think we can stop at this point. And as I said, we'll send. Oh, so how much is creating assets? um, so Daniel, um, Well, that's a question. So let's say so. I really do not want to. I don't know if Andrew can answer you, but I would like to take a break on it and have a chat with all our developers and artists to like give a specific answer to you. And moreover, we will send all the unanswered answers to all unanswered questions with our presentation to your email. Which one? So it right now we're working with all those with all VR equipment that Steam VR is connected to. So right now, yes, we are working with Oculus Rift, and we're developing like we're on the almost have an MVP of Oculus Quest, but it's kind of a different. It's mobile VR, so it's a little bit more complicated. Right now, we work with all let me call them desktop VR helmets. And are you interested in some kind of specific? So are you interested in Rift or in Quest? Oh, I see. Both. Great. So yeah, right now we work with the Rift and Quest is on a go. I hope we will be able to work with it this fall or maybe even earlier. Okay, guys, any more questions? Okay, then. It's really been a pleasure. I hope we'll talk with you later. I hope we can have some personal presentations anytime that will suit you. So, I know, have a nice day and bye.